When silence turns dangerous, imagine calling for help and hearing no answer. The silence around you, like a mute guardian keeping your secrets, but offering no rescue in crisis. Carl Jung once said, "A person cannot live without connection to others, for in solitude, their shadow grows too heavy." For millions of seniors living alone, independence is a gift, but one with hidden dangers. Over 27% of older adults in the US live solo, facing risks like falls, scams, and the treacherous void of loneliness. What if one wrong step changes everything? This story comes from a wise 75-year-old elder who, like a lighthouse in a storm, lights the path to a safe and fulfilling life. We'll reveal 5 powerful steps to help you or your loved ones live alone with confidence through stories, metaphors, and Jungian wisdom. We'll show how to protect your body, home, and soul. Ready to defy loneliness and take charge of your fate? Let's begin this journey. Walter's story, Independence at Risk. Walter, a 75-year-old retired carpenter, always took pride in his self-reliance after losing his wife. He stayed alone in his cozy Michigan home every morning. He'd make oatmeal, tend his garden, and fix creaky floorboards. But at night, anxious thoughts crept in. What if I fall? What if a scammer tricks me? What if no one notices if something happens? These questions haunted him like shadows, whispering how fragile solo living can be. One day, Walter heard about a neighbor found 3 days after a fall. That was his wake-up call. It was time to act. He realized independence isn't just freedom, it's the art of being prepared. His journey inspired the 5 life-changing steps we'll share. As Jung said, the shadow isn't an enemy, but a guide. If we dare to face it, let's embrace the challenge and protect our golden years. Step 1. The daily check in your lifeline. The power of a simple ritual. Living alone is like sailing the open sea. Freedom captivates, but without a lighthouse, it's easy to lose your way. One of the greatest risks is facing an emergency alone. A fall, stroke, or sudden weakness can become a disaster if no one notices. The solution, a simple but powerful habit, the daily check-in. Walter came up with a brilliant plan. Every morning, he sends a short text to his neighbor Joe. "Good morning," or "All's well." If Joe doesn't get a message by AM, he calls or checks in. This small ritual acts like a lifeline, connecting Walter to the world and assuring him help is near. Marge's story, a text that saved a life. Marge, a 72-year-old retired nurse, lived alone and thought she was invincible until she slipped in the bathroom and lay on the floor all night. After that, she set up a daily PM call with her daughter. One evening, when her daughter couldn't reach her, she called 911. Paramedics arrived just in time to treat Marge's heart attack. How to start. 1. Find a check-in partner, a neighbor, friend, or family member who will notice your silence. 2. Use technology. Apps like CareCheck send alerts if you miss a check-in. Smart home devices can track movement. 3. Create a ritual. A morning text, evening call, or even a wave from your window. Jung said, connection is the bridge between loneliness and wholeness. This step doesn't steal independence, it strengthens it. Start today. Choose your Joe and take the first step toward safety. Step 2. The emergency plan, your shield against chaos. To be prepared is to be free. Life is as unpredictable as a river. Calm today, raging tomorrow for those living alone. Having no emergency plan is like swimming without a life jacket. A fall, fire, or heart attack can catch you off guard, but with a plan, you turn chaos into order. Walter realized this when he felt dizzy during breakfast one morning. He grabbed his phone but wondered, what if I couldn't? Now, he has a clear plan, his shield against the unknown. Edna's story, the plan that saved her life. Edna, a 78-year-old crossword enthusiast, survived a fire in a neighboring home. It made her ask, how would I escape if flames reached me? She created an evacuation plan. 2 exits per room, a flashlight by her bed, and a spare key in a lockbox. When an electrical fire broke out in her house, Edna calmly exited through the back door and called for help. Her plan saved her life. How to prepare. 1. Emergency contacts on standby. Walter keeps a list of numbers, doctor, neighbors, family by his phone and on the fridge. His smartphone has ice contacts in case of emergency. 2. Medical alert device. Walter wears a pendant with an emergency button. One-click alerts paramedics. Some devices even detect falls automatically. 3. Evacuation plan. Walk through your home, identify exits, keep a flashlight handy, and ensure doors aren't blocked. Jung taught, awareness of danger is the first step to overcoming it. Create your plan today. It's your way of telling fate, I'm ready. Step 3. Fortify your home, a fortress of independence. Protection against external threats. Your home isn't just walls, it's your fortress, but without safeguards, it can become a target. Scammers and burglars often prey on seniors living alone. Seeing them as easy marks, Walter vowed to make his home impenetrable, and you can follow his lead. One day, Walter got a call from a fake bank demanding his personal info. He sensed a scam, hung up, and called his bank directly. No breach existed. That moment taught him eternal vigilance. Frank's story, outsmarting a scammer. Frank, a 70-year-old widower, nearly fell for a scammer posing as his grandson. Grandpa, I'm in trouble. I need money. The voice pleaded, but Frank remembered Walter's advice. I'll call you back. He checked with his son. His grandson was safe. That simple trick saved his savings. How to protect yourself. 1. Secure your home. Walter upgraded flimsy locks to heavy-duty deadbolts, installed motion sensor lights, and added a video doorbell. Even a protected by security system sign can deter thieves. 2. Beware of scams. Never share personal info over calls or emails. If something feels off, verify with a trusted contact. 3. Appoint a confidant. Walter runs suspicious calls or visits by his nephew. A second pair of eyes prevents costly mistakes. Jung said, the world's shadow begins with our own. By fortifying your home, you protect not just your safety, but your independence. Take action today and sleep soundly. Step 4. Preventing falls. Strength of body and spirit. Dancing with gravity. Falls are like sudden storms. They strike without warning and can shatter everything. Every year, millions of seniors are injured by falls, and for those living alone, the risk is even greater. Walter learned this firsthand a year ago when he tripped over a rug and nearly broke his hip. That moment became his wake-up call. Life is a dance, and to stay on your feet, you need strong legs and a safe floor. Walter decided to strengthen both his body and his home to keep dancing through his golden years. Lucy's story, conquering fear. Lucy, a 74-year-old tango enthusiast, once slipped on her kitchen floor. A neighbor rescued her, but fear lingered. She installed grab bars, removed rugs, and started balance exercises. Now, Lucy dances again, unafraid of falling. How to prevent falls. 1. Upgrade your home. Install bathroom grab bars. Replace dim bulbs with bright LEDs, and remove tripping hazards like loose rugs, cords, or cluttered furniture. 2. Strengthen your body. Walter does 5-minute daily exercises. Rising from a chair without using his arms, walking heel to toe, and rotating his ankles. It's not a gym routine, it's self-care. 3. Prepare for recovery. Keep a phone in your pocket. Use an emergency alert button, and practice how to get up after a fall. Roll to your side, sit up slowly, then stand. Jung said, "Body and soul are one. Strengthening your body protects your spirit. Start small, remove one rug, or try one exercise. Your dance through life is worth it." Step 5. Social connections, the cure for loneliness. Loneliness as a shadow. No man is an island. We're part of an archipelago. Jung said, living alone doesn't mean being lonely, but for many, the silence of an empty home becomes a heavy shadow. Studies show loneliness is as deadly as smoking. It raises risks of depression, heart disease, and dementia. Walter felt this after his wife passed. He told himself, "I enjoy my own company." But exhaustion and apathy began creeping in. Everything changed one day at the hardware store. Walter ran into an old friend who invited him to a woodworking club. At first, Walter hesitated. Why start at 75? But he went and found a new home for his soul. Ellen's story, the power of community. Ellen, a 69-year-old book lover, shut herself away after losing her husband. Her salvation came at the library. She joined a book club and found friends. Now her weeks are filled with laughter and conversation, and loneliness has faded. How to stay connected. 1. Find community. Join interest-based clubs, gardening, chess, or art. Local senior centers offer endless options. 2. Stay in touch. Call friends, write letters, or use video chats. Even 5 minutes of conversation works wonders. 3. Volunteer. Help at a church, shelter, or school. Doing good connects you to purpose and people. 4. Online groups. Virtual meetups from movie discussions to yoga connect you to like-minded souls. Jung taught, connection is the path to wholeness. Take a step today. Call a friend, join a club, or smile at a neighbor. Your soul deserves warmth. Your path to safe independence. Living alone is like sailing a river. It can be calm and beautiful if you know how to steer your boat. Walter mastered this by embracing daily check-ins, an emergency plan, home safety, fall prevention, and social bonds. These steps aren't about losing freedom, they're about making it unshakable. As Jung said, true freedom is the courage to face your shadow and stand your ground. Try one step today. Text a friend, install a grab bar, make your emergency contact list, and share in the comments. What will you do to feel safer? What stories inspire you? Let's learn from each other and build lives filled with confidence and joy. Your golden years are a time to shine, not hide in the shadows.